What's going on, y'all? GzT here, and welcome back to a brand new Lords Mobile video. And in this video, I wanted to explain to you guys the reason why I joined B2W instead of staying with GzT. Fuck all the bullshit, man. I am serious, guys. A lot of guys are going to make this out to be whatever they're going to want to make it out to be, and there's not much I can actually do about that. Everybody's going to have their own spin on everything, but you guys want to know why? The main reason why I left GzT? It has absolutely nothing to do with anything personal. I don't hate anybody. Nobody called me a poopy head. None of that stuff went around, guys. A lot of guys are going to say, well, it's because Sarge Kane made a comment about you inside of World Chat, yada, yada, yada. Look, man, sticks and stones can break my bones, but words, you know what, dude? I got a birdie. I got this, it doesn't really hurt me is what I'm trying to say here. So, my bottom line, the biggest reason and the only reason I left GzT, it's because I have nothing but fucking respect for YouTube King, man. Well, Gaming King Edge, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? I have nothing but respect for that guy. And, knowing me, I sometimes I go off the handle just a little bit loose. I did that the other day, and he caught so much flack from it, guys. I'm telling you, man, like he doesn't take everything to heart, but man, he's got a lot of respect for everybody, and he's a real bro, and I don't want him to have any more problems, any more ill will, or any of that stuff, right? And that's what I'm talking about, man. I don't want to cause any trouble to this gentleman right here. And my bottom line about the whole thing is that, yeah, man, you may not think that it's the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do or whatever the case may be. A lot of guys are going to call me chicken or traitor or whatever the case may be, but I'm going to show you something really quick right here. My stats, right? Before I joined GzT, all of these cents right here, the food cent, stone cent, all that stuff was actually about maybe 2 million, just at the very, very most, because I was pretty much just spending my resources as I got them. And just look at this, guys. I've sent over 400 million gold, almost 500 million gold, almost 500 million ore, almost 700 million timber, all of that stuff. A lot of guys are getting angry because, they say, well, you took gold from us and you never gave any of it back. Look, man, maybe you didn't see me before you guys joined, but I gave a crap ton of gold to GzT. And that's not saying that they owe me something or any of that stuff, right? I'm not ever trying to get it twisted, and you guys shouldn't either. Look at this, man. I am absolutely draining myself. I gotta save some gold because I'm gonna be starting my T4 training here soon. But I'm absolutely going to be giving all of these things to Gaming King H, man. And this is just a sign of respect. That's all it is. A lot of guys will get everything twisted, all of that stuff, but you know what, man? Look, my bottom line about the whole thing is I got nothing but respect for the guy, and I absolutely do not want to cause any more problems for him, I made 1 or 2 attacks, and his phone just blew up. I mean, come on, guys. Look, it's not his fault that I would make an attack. It's my fault that I would make an attack, but for some reason, so many people want to berate his entire phone. I'm talking like, they want to just be like, look, man, it's your, look, I really don't care, I really don't care, I go savage all the time. I really don't care for the most part, because it's a war game, and that's the way I see it. But a lot of guys, they want to make a lot of drama any way they possibly can. But bottom line is, guys, I have nothing but respect for Gaming King H. We're still friends, we still talk, all that good stuff. Things could have been a little bit different, but B2W, they reached out to me. I was talking to Gaming King H, and he can verify the same thing too, right? And we started talking about B2W, and we kind of just talked about it, We said, it would be not a bad fit if I joined them, and all that good stuff. So, you know what, guys? All I'm going to say here is that, look, you got to get your facts straight before you start saying, well, GzT3, you're a butthole, you're an asshole, you're this, you're that, whatever the case may be, right? I'm just saying, look, I don't know why I'm even trying to defend myself or trying to defend anything. I'm just trying to give you guys the lowdown. This is the main reason why. It has absolutely nothing to do with me hating anybody or anybody hating me or anybody saying, what's going on, man? You don't like me, I don't like you. There's none of that stuff, man. We're all mature for the most part as far as everybody that's in either of the guilds. We're all very mature people. And like I said, sticks and stones, they may break my bones, but you know what, dude? I can still punch you in the face as well, right? That's pretty much what I'm trying to say here. There's really no kind of conflict between us, right? But a lot of guys will make it out to be whatever they can. I don't, this video may be a little bit longer because I may have to drop some might to get over to K14. But yeah, I'm gonna go join those guys. They're pretty crazy people. And B2W, in case you guys do not know, right? In case you guys do not know, B2W and GzT are allies for KVK. So that means we're not going to be attacking one another. You know, I just want to clear up the air, guys. And if you guys see Devil's Claw here, it's because I made a few attacks on SG8 along with a couple of other guilds because I really did need the gold for the level 10 army research. And so, man, no ill will. I ended up dropping probably in this video, and I didn't capture it all, but I want to say somewhere in the ballpark range of like 500 million resources, and a lot of that came actually out of my own pocket. And what I mean by that is, yeah, I just pretty much opened up resources in my bags and said, here you guys go, you know. And the main reason why I did that is because I don't want SG8 to have any hard feelings towards GzT, because I was once in GzT. You know, players, for some reason, they have a really hard time letting go of things, you know. They have grudges and all that good stuff, you know, and Devil's Claw is just wondering, hey, is King going? Is he staying? And I'm like, nah, man, King's staying. He's not going anywhere. You know, I'm the one who's leaving. But anyways, guys, I really hope you guys get it straight, you know, get the facts straight, all that good stuff. I just want to clear up the air because a lot of you guys are requesting a video like this, so I decided to make one. But anyways, guys, y'all know what I'm talking about, though. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Be safe, but above all, stay classy.